But I don't want no tea. It gives me a headache.
Oh, what shall we have then?
Coffee.
Hello everyone. Well, I've been busy. After my last video, I had broken off the cable cutter on the bottom and one of my little rails. Glued them back on. The rail was fun. The rail is so tiny, it's like a piece of string, and I went to glue it on. I got it halfway on one side, and then it fell down, so I went to pick it up. It popped out of my tweezers. I saw it hit my chest, or my shirt, and I thought I had it, and then it fell down on the ground, and I had to use some blue tape wrapped backwards on your hand and just started patting the ground. About 4 wraps of the sticky side out. I finally found it, so I was more careful the second time around, and I was able to put it on. Took a little while. It's hard to get a little instant glue on there and then tag one side, hold it, and I was also able to get the cable cutter back on, so I was able to adhere that back on. I had to repaint part of the section there where I glued it on. Today, when I was working on this, I banged the front cable cutter up here, broke it half off, so I had to glue that on because I hit my stupid light up here. Well, actually, it was the other one over there, but I hit that and I had to glue that back on to repaint it. Today was mainly a painting day, and Marion, thank God I have Marion as a good friend because he was able to help me a lot. After I had sprayed the top, the black-brown, I emailed Marion with some pictures and stuff like that, and he emailed back and says, look, he said, if you want to know something, the front part where it's metal here is actually black. And then I said, oh God, so the back section is too. This is metal also, so I painted that black today. I took Vallejo black and I thinned it out, and I put a little retarder in there and some thinner and made it really thin. And then I was able to put it on there with one of my small brushes. This one. This is a very nice brush. If you like, ever hear of Blick Company, Blick Art Supplies? This is a nice 3.0 sable brush made by Blick. I got a bunch of these, all different sizes, on sale one time. I got them like 50% off, and it was amazing. I saved like $30 or something like that. I bought a bunch of them. So a really nice, very nice, delicate brush. Has a wonderful tip, and I love it a lot. But I was using that slowly and got it all filled in here. Same thing with the rear section. Did the same thing back here. It came out, because I thinned it so much, it came out like this airbrush. You can't tell that I hand painted it. And Vallejo paints are good at that also. Also, what else did I do today? The front panels are black. The deck is, what I'm going to do, the deck is that, like I said earlier, I'm trying to get everything prepared right now to spray gloss coat on here. Once I spray the gloss coat on, I could go ahead and start washing everything. I'll show you hopefully how to make the gouache that I use and all this kind of stuff. But I want it glossy so that it goes in the cracks better, doesn't adhere to where I don't want it to. So that gloss coat helps out a lot. Other things I worked on, what else? I painted all the rails, the blue gray. Hand painted everything there. Any touch-ups on the side here where the tape missed a little bit, I touched all that up with the blue gray. Like I said, painted this blue gray, the cable cutter. I put on the torpedo loading area, I put Vallejo rust. I thinned it out like I did the black, put it in there. I've also put it on the, let me show you. I put it on the panels right here, here, and here, and then this back panel. And then all the inside here has been rusted out. Because it was metal underneath there with wood on top, so I figured it'd be rusty beneath the ocean and all that kind of stuff. Also, I have to touch up. No, there's still things I have to touch up here and there. So, but I also painted the hatchway to the inside an off-white with a little red handle, the release handle. I know what they're called, but I can't think of it right now. Did that today. I painted the screws brass color. Like a dumbass, I glued these on ahead of time. Duh. Boy, they're hard to paint once they're on. Really hard. I've got one coat on there right now. I want to wait till it dries. Maybe tomorrow I'll put a second coat on there. I used Model Master. I don't have any Vallejo brass. I used Model Master brass on that one. And what else? I think that's about it on here. Like I said, I've been touching up stuff like that, fixing little things here and there. Now on the con tower, let me get this on here first. It's been really fun. Let me get this on. Come on, let's go. Oh, there we go. On the con tower, I've been working. At first, I hand painted it, the deck here. On here, I painted it the black brown. And when Marion sent me that email back, he says, "Hey Bill, not only is that not wood, it's metal." I'm like, "Oh," he goes, "Paint it black." I said, "Okay." Marion's a great guy. I love the way he helps me out is fantastic. So I'm taking all the advice I can from him, and it's great. So I painted that black today. Now I'll have pictures in here, but all the wood here on the side right here, and I don't know if you can see it or not over here. Oops, let me come down a little bit. There's wood over here. That wood was there so that the when the guys went up and it was freezing cold, they wouldn't stick to the sides of the hull. So they had wood in there. Well, I took Vallejo natural wood, put about 3 coats on there by hand, thinned it out. And then I took Vallejo, where is it? I know I have it. Not that. It's a not opaque. I had it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Wood grain transparent. So what was really cool is that I was able to put 1 coat of that on, and it left streak marks like wood. It just looked great. Now I touched a little bit up on the gray blue, and I touched that up. I fixed that later. I got a little bit up on there. That transparent stuff doesn't come off as easy with water. It dries pretty darn quick, so I had to touch it up with some blue gray, but on certain parts. But otherwise, it made it look like wood. Really great. I thought that was fantastic. My first experiment with that stuff, so I'm like, cool. I also painted the Life Preserver red. And like I said, black, this. Oh, I put the decal on the front. U564 has a black cat on there. So that was really cool. Especially being around Halloween time. That turned out really good. So I'll put pictures on this thing as I go along. I'm really excited. It's coming along quite well. I have made little mistakes here. Oh, I forgot to tell you too. I forgot to put the anchor on. Hey, I put the anchor on. Hey. I knew I had forgotten something I wanted to show you all. When I did test my holes down here, I've got to get working on measuring the distance between here, getting my wood bottom that I have for my plaque, getting the holes drilled out for that so I can start mounting this thing when it gets closer to the end, but I got to measure the distance here and do that. So that'll be one of the other things I've got to do. But it's coming along really nice. Oops, let me put this back on. Come on, Bill, put it back on. I want to go back on. Anyway, I'm really excited because once I get this, I'm hoping tomorrow or the next day, it's going to be warm enough. I'm going to clear coat it, and I can start gouaching and doing what I want to do. And hopefully what I'll do is I'll show you how to make a gouache. All the guys in the club know how to do it because we talk about it all the time. Not all the time, but you know, here if anybody has a question, we tell them, well, make your own gouache. You have to buy the gouache paints. I buy the little cheapy brands. They work fine. You use a little bit of that in a jar with Future wax and water and 1 drop of soap. But I'll show you that on the video when I go to do that. But like I said, the gouache on the top will darken the black brown. It'll get in all the cracks, make it look more worn and stuff like that. And then I'll be highlighting stuff and, you know, dry brushing here and there. My scariest part right now is doing all the rust stains coming out of limber holes. But I've watched other guys doing it. I have lots of pictures of other guys doing them. So I've got a great look ahead of time to see what other guys have done. I've got some great ideas, so I'll be using pastels for that. Hopefully they won't disappear on me. Sometimes pastels will disappear when you put a flat coat over top. I may use some a gouache or washes on it to do that. You can do various things. I'm going to try a couple and see how they work out. Alright, other than that, that keeps you updated, so thank you a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.